What really happened to Jungkook, the youngest member of the global group BTS, after a shocking bullying incident while serving in the military? The public around the world is now filled with curiosity, even concern, after initial reports revealed that he had to be rushed to hospital. However, the shocking statements of the hospital and psychologists regarding his condition caused new controversy. This story stems from the report of an eyewitness in one of the military training centers. Jungkook, who is known as a passionate and professional individual, reportedly experienced verbal to physical abuse from his colleagues. A short video leaked to social media showed a tense situation in which he appeared to be trying to avoid conflict. However, what took center stage was how this incident culminated in his visit to the hospital after allegedly experiencing emotional distress and minor injuries. The big question then arises: why was Jungkook the target of bullying, and how could this happen in a conscription environment known for discipline? At first, Jungkook's conscription life seemed to be going normally. He, like other colleagues, underwent intensive training with zeal. However, a report leaked to the public a few days ago revealed an unsettling incident. An anonymous source from within his training unit revealed that Jungkook was the victim of bullying from several fellow conscripts. A short video that was spread on social media showed a moment of concern. In the video, Jungkook appears surrounded by several men in military uniforms with a harsh-sounding tone of voice. One witness interviewed anonymously claimed that the situation was triggered by jealousy of Jungkook's popularity and attention, both from superiors and the public at large. However, the truth of this incident is still vague. South Korea's military has so far made no official statement. The silence on the part of the military has deepened the mystery, giving rise to speculation that there is an attempt to cover up what is really happening within the conscription environment. Questions continue to arise. Was this incident an accidental occurrence, or is it a reflection of a larger social dynamic in the military environment? How can a global celebrity like Jungkook be a victim in an institution that is supposed to maintain discipline and equality? What makes the public even more confused is how this incident led to an urgent visit to the hospital. Although the statement from the doctor stated that Jungkook's physical condition was stable, other questions arose about his psychological condition. Is the mental stress he is experiencing more severe than what appears on the surface? As videos and stories from witnesses continue to spread, the Army and the international community are now demanding answers. They want not only clarity about what is happening, but also systemic changes that can prevent similar events in the future. Behind all this, Jungkook remains silent, while the world continues to try to solve the mystery surrounding this incident. When Jungkook arrived at the hospital after the incident, initial reports from the medical team stated that he had not suffered any serious injuries. Statement from Dr. Kim Hyun-soo, head of the emergency department of the hospital where Jungkook is being treated, provided initial relief to fans anxiously awaiting news. "We have done a thorough inspection. Physically, Jungkook showed no signs of serious injury. He only had minor bruises that were likely the result of regular physical activity. There is nothing alarming from a medical point of view," says Dr. Kim in a press conference held to defuse speculation. However, even though the medical results showed his physical condition was fine, there was an important note delivered by the doctor. "However, we also note the presence of early symptoms of psychological stress. We recommend further evaluation and monitoring to ensure there is no hidden emotional impact." This statement became the starting point of a larger debate. If he is physically fine, why should he be rushed to the hospital? Was the mental stress severe enough to affect his well-being? This statement from the hospital sparked various theories among the public. Many believe that Jungkook may have been trying to withstand the emotional pressure of the conscription situation. However, as a world-class celebrity, he has a reputation to maintain, and this may make it difficult for him to express the difficulties he is experiencing. Some observers have also linked the case to broader problems in South Korea's military environment, where hierarchical pressures and a culture of discipline often create room for bullying or discrimination. Experts suspect that although Jungkook is a celebrity, he is still not immune to this dynamic. The doctor's statement also raises suspicions that there is more to the story that has not yet been revealed. Is there pressure from certain parties to cover up this scandal so as not to damage the reputation of the South Korean military? Is Jungkook really getting the best treatment, or are there efforts to minimize this incident in the public eye? One of the highlights is the emotional aspect of this incident. Although he was not physically injured, Jungkook's mental stress could have had a more serious impact in the long run. Psychologist Dr. Han Ji-won, who also evaluated his condition, explained, Psychological stress is often more difficult to detect, but the impact can be much greater than physical injuries. In Jungkook's case, this pressure likely stemmed from a combination of high expectations, bullying, and adaptation in a military environment very different from the world he had known before. However, not all parties agree with this assessment. Some skeptics consider that such a statement could worsen the situation, especially amid the already large public pressure on military institutions. Jungkook's declared stable physical condition does not seem to be the end of this story, but rather the beginning of a new chapter full of questions. If he is not physically seriously injured, what makes him need urgent medical care? Is the mental burden he experiences really heavy enough to affect his daily life? The public continues to urge for more transparency from the hospital, BTS management, and military institutions regarding Jungkook's actual condition. In the midst of all this, Jungkook's figure remains a mystery. A man who has always been known as a symbol of strength and perseverance is now facing a situation that makes the world wonder. Furthermore, the psychologist who also handled this case, Dr. Han Ji-won, expressed his views leading to the possible long-term impact on Jungkook's mental state. Jungkook did not show the early symptoms of emotional distress that usually occur in victims of bullying. Jungkook looks strong. He doesn't seem to hold any deep emotional wounds, explained Dr. Han. However, the statement of Dr. This Han actually caused controversy. Many questioned whether this statement was made without permission from BTS management or Jungkook's family. The news immediately went viral on social media, with the hashtags #ProtectJungkook and #MilitaryBullying topping the global trend. BTS fans, known as ARMY, called for justice and called on the South Korean government to investigate the incident transparently. Big Hit Music, the agency that oversees BTS, has so far not given an official statement regarding the incident. The silence of the management actually adds to public speculation. Some people suspect that the agency is working to contain the scandal so that it does not impact Jungkook's image or the BTS group as a whole. However, most of the ARMY urged Jungkook to be given time and support to fully recover, both physically and emotionally. The case reopens discussions about the pressures South Korean celebrities face while serving in the military. Jungkook is not the first celebrity to face this kind of challenge. Previously, several actors and singers also reported experiencing severe stress during state duty. Psychologist Dr. Han Ji-won added, "A case like this should be a call to reform the system. Celebrities, like any other citizen, should get fair treatment, including protection from bullying." However, there are also those who criticize this view, considering that celebrities are often treated too preferentially in the draft, causing envy from their peers. The big question still hangs over him. Will Jungkook return to his military training, or will this incident change the course of his career and life forever? Amid this controversy, one thing that is clear is that attention to mental health, both in entertainment and in the military, is now more important than ever. And Jungkook, like any other individual, deserves fair and humane treatment.